Hello! So, it's been a while since I've done a gaming music countdown video. This one I'm going to do my top 5 favorite JRPG boss themes. Now, for this list, I'm focusing ones that are more, like, traditional type JRPGs, in other words, like, games like Final Fantasy, that kind of thing. That's what I usually think of when I think of JRPGs. Not like action RPGs and all that stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with those, and if the fan is going, it's because it's sweltering in here, but... So, number 5, which I'm gonna talk about it and then I'll play the song. So, number 5 is from a very underrated game, from a very underrated series. That's Lufia, Ruins of Lore. I think that's Ruins, right? Yeah, the Ruins of Lore. I remember when I first bought this game, but that's a whole other story. There was actually a number of these games. I know there was 2 for Super Nintendo. I have one on the SNES Classic Edition, which, I think there were others as well, but, yeah, this is a great game, and the SNES one, which I think it's Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals, that's the one I've played. I've only played those 2, but they're great games. Anyway, this is the boss theme from the Game Boy Advance one. Come on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Buffer. There we go. Hold on. Rebuffering. Actually, one of the characters who's in, I think his name is Dakar, I think that's how you spell his name, or say his name, who's in Lufia Rise of the Sinistrals, he's in this one as well. I think this is like a sequel to that one. Well, that one is more of a prequel. But maybe Dakar was in the other one. But yeah. I can't speak personally for the others, but this one and the SNES one, if you like classic JRPGs, I highly recommend checking them out. Such a good game. This is actually my first experience with Lufia, which was back in like the early 2000s when Game Boy Advance was in its prime. I remember I bought it, buying it. So like this one's good, but it's not like good as some of the others, in my honest opinion. Well, let's move on to number 4. Sorry about that. This is from the Legend of Dragoon. Now, I've talked about this game a number of times on my channel, and in fact, I'm one of the many people that say like, oh, it should be remastered or rebooted or something. In fact, there's actually been some rumors and petitions and stuff of this game being remastered for the PS5. But like I said, it's just rumors and stuff. But I'm not sold on the PS5 or Xbox Series yet. I mean, I never buy a new system at launch anyway, but hypothetically, if this game got remastered for the PS5, that would be a console sell for me. But, yeah, this game has, a couple of different boss themes in it and stuff, but the one that always really stood out to me, which, well, it goes a little bit something like this. It's a little bit something like this. This. What are you doing? Yes. That's staring at me. This game is such a masterpiece. I mean, it's story is really good, the music is awesome, the battle system is unique. Unfortunately, I don't think the graphics have aged well. Part of the reason why I wouldn't mind seeing a remaster. I mean, one reason among others. And some of you who may go back and play it might love the graphics, that's fine. I personally just feel like they are like, I remember playing this when I was in high school. Actually, one of my favorite characters was Maru, the girl with the mallet, the Wingly character. I remember when we did like the Egg Baby project, I actually named my Egg Baby after her. It's kind of odd in a way. It's like a mythical RPG game, or JRPG, and here you have this song is like rock and roll. It's not that it seems out of place, it's just kind of odd, but who cares? It's a great song, tune, theme, whatever. But now we're going to move on to number 3. Whoops. And that is the final battle, or from Skies of Arcadia Legends 8. This was like a director's cut, because it was originally on the Dreamcast. This was the director's cut, long story short. But the last boss is basically, well, spoiler alert, there's one of the main villains of the game is a guy named Ramirez, who's awesome. He's such a great villain. I actually even made a Mii fighter of him in Smash Brothers. But anyway, he you fight him, and then you fight this giant spherical creature called Zelos. I'm not going to go completely into details or like the story behind that and stuff. Anyway, after you defeat Ramirez and Zelos, the two fuse together, and you have to fight this new abomination, if you will, and this song goes like this. Wait for it. Another game I would love to see get an HD remaster. You watching this, Sega? Probably not, but hey, if people spread the word around. So another thing about this game, it has wicked good music. And the game itself is awesome. The whole game, it's a masterpiece. It's such a great game. And I've talked about it in other videos and stuff. Damn, I forgot to shave. Whatever, it's not important. Let's go back to this pack. So let's move on to number 2. Now, this one is from Final Fantasy IV, or 2 as the SNES, North American SNES version was called. And this, to this day, not just this particular version, but in general, you know, because the game has been revisioned so many times, stuff and ported and such. This is my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time. It's just, I've talked about it on my channel before, like why I love this game so much. You know, it's like the story and the characters and everything and stuff. But I don't know. It's just this one is so good to me, and the music. I always loved the music in this game. Like it's so. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so good. We'll leave it at that. But I always loved the boss theme in this. And not only is this my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time, but I think it has the best boss theme in Final Fantasy history, which goes like this. I mean, it's one of the boss themes. There are others. surprised. Well, let's move on to number 1. So, that is, again, like this game has a lot of different bosses and villains and themes and stuff. Actually, this game has a ton of different boss themes, but it's Suikoden 2, quite possibly, I think this is the best JRPG ever made, or at least the best one I've ever played. I actually just started playing it again. But, like I said, there's a ton of boss themes in this, but the one that always stood out to me as the best, which not only do I think this is the best boss theme in JRPG-wise, but in general, like video games-wise and stuff. And it's a vampire known as Necklord, who, he's in the first game too, but that's a whole nother story. But when you fight him in this one, the music goes like this. The song is also known as Gothic Necklord. It almost has like a Castlevania feel to it. Probably because it's Konami. There's the cat. Yeah. Gotcha. Aha. Let's see if she wants to dance. Oh, never mind. She's like, alright, that's enough of that. Love this pack. God, I freaking love this game. That's why I actually just started playing it again. It still holds up well. Well, I think that's about it for this video and this playlist. So, until next time, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll hope you all have a nice day.